I'm a virgin.
Start recording. Okay then.
Penis.
Alrighty
So
then.
then,
You're welcome. Gotta keep the tradition alive.
when we left off,
Oh wait, did I mention before we actually start? Phoebe shaded in she shaded in a big black penis, straight up.
what?
That's not a lie.
Virtual reality.
Yeah, she shaded in my big black penis in virtual reality. I
Okay
was
then.
proud of her.
It was
That
just
is-
scaffold before. Now it's
It was it's
thing.
a fact. It is a cold fact.
it's also surrounded by other tiny penises.
She made the penis armada.
Excellent.
A true artist of her time.
Excellent. So,
Michelangelo before.
when we left off, so after an
Am I recapping?
if you want,
Okay, so when we left off, Spine Ripper did some stuff. He was really cool, really awesome. And anyway, besides that, all those other people. So no, anyway, what actually happened is Spine Ripper showed up. He answered some questions about Gerald, and
Wait, isn't Gerald the beatboxing fuckboy?
yeah, I know. I'm trying to have like that cynical asshole fucking recap voice.
Okay.
And so he eventually divulged some information upon those questions, upon which a certain taller green boy went on the PMS warpath, and he decided, I'm gonna fucking walk on foot for 2 weeks because anger. And that was dumb, but that's okay. We still like him.
I don't think the guy who pilots Gerald should be dumb.
Shush. I'm recapping the story.
Says you.
Anyway,
Then another narrator stepped in.
okay. Narrator 2.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay, fine. You don't even want to follow up. Rock out with your cock out and put it right away.
Yeah, why would I give you...
So then we went on our travels, and we eventually came across a fucking festival that was basically like Burning Man, but 10 times worse, and everyone got scammed out of their money.
And died.
Yeah.
We didn't
we
even
killed
spend
some-
money.
We killed some demon thing, and one of them was a penis. Yeah. And that's what happened. The end.
Gain fire resistance, blah blah blah. We are now moving on our way.
yes, that is correct. You are now resistant to fire and radiant damage for, I believe it was 10 days. Was
Cool
it?
beans.
Oh yeah, and I got crit.
Oh yeah, that did happen. So yeah, as we pick up, you are in the ruins of the festival Annua. The statue of the woman, as you'll recall, basically became a firework at the end of it once you threw the devils into it.
Because I'm a fire.
Exactly.
No,
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what
only the JonTron version will.
Spine Ripper told it to fuck off as it flew away.
But yeah, you basically are now standing here, and you can continue on your travels or whatever else you wish to do.
We're all following Zurgo, so take it away, Ethan.
Zurgo's in the bathroom.
Oh,
That's why I heard a slamming noise.
No, that was me putting my
startled
dick
me.
against the back end of the table. There's a table
Jesus
slamming against
Christ.
the wall. That went in one slide, supple anus. He keeps
So-
it greased.
so I guess do any of you say anything in the aftermath of this?
Well, I don't like festivals, and I hate them even more. And I hate fucking giant women. Synonymously.
Oof.
This is a little awkward.
It happens, man. You know.
Yep. All right. I'll say you probably are back on the road at this point.
On the road again.
You're
Mhm.
yeah. You've been traveling for several days now. You're about a week in. If you need to recover anything, you can go ahead and hit long rest on D&D Beyond.
Jonathan's on a roll. She doesn't take a lick of damage forever.
That's because she stays out of combat.
Yeah, she does.
So let me know when Ethan gets back.
He's taking a shit. He needs to relieve himself from nutritionist ways.
I'm doing my best to stall.
You know he probably hears you, right?
He's gotta drop a big shit because he's a big boy.
Let's see.
He's dropping a log. Gonna clog my toilet.
While we're waiting,
Gonna need a jet plunger in that shit.
while we're waiting,
Churn that doogie butter.
Spine Ripper. Why-
No, I'm stalling.
I'm saying while we're waiting, you can roll to see what animals are accompanying you on the current day.
I mean, he is the bard, so...
That's
The
true.
animals.
That's true.
Yeah, when I was singing out of game, I was singing about Ethan taking a shit.
I try to cover for your ass and you diss me. It's the last time I do that.
What'd you roll?
No, I have to find it.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck? No, Ethan's dice went in one of the baskets. I need to find his D8. Where'd you go, little boy? Little boy? Where did you go?
I just want you to know, Quinn, that this has been an experience and I appreciate it.
Well,
What has been an
yeah, what
experience?
specifically?
Being here.
Oh.
I need to check what the fuck the animals are.
If I have it in front of me right now. You can roll it. You can just roll if you want.
Bitch, I already got it. So we have a 7, 8, 8.
Did you actually roll 2 more 8s?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I'm tempted to have it run out of giant elks, but
No more giant elves.
but yeah, that's actually the best. No, yeah, that you just got 2 giant elks and a dire wolf.
That's what I fucking rolled, man. I
Yep.
had to borrow Ethan's D8, but I dropped it in the basket, so I had to pick it up and roll it again.
This
I had
thing-
to find it first.
This thing is only uncommon. What the hell? Like this magic item.
It's common now.
Something tells me you don't like giant elks.
They're a little hard to
Every
deal
time
with.
you rolled it, you got in at least one giant elk.
You know, it's hard to balance encounters when your enemies are dealing with giant elks
elks.
on top of.
Fuck it, giant elk!
Let's just assume that we have a giant elk.
I mean, whether or not Spine Ripper manages to pull 1 or 2 or however many giant elks, just remember...
I was doing this in the bathroom, and I even turned it on a few times, and I think it actually has broken.
That quickly.
Yeah,
What's
tell
broken?
me how much they paid for this, so...
Well, you got it for free.
I mean, yeah, I got it for free, but, like, they're gonna be mighty upset when they try to play a game with me, and it's like, hey, how's your mic? And it's like, it actually just stopped working.
It might not have, actually. You should let me take a look at it.
I mean, I only spent like $20 on it, so... Do I sound any different?
No, you sound fine, Phoebe.
Yeah.
But like better or worse? Because I want to know if it's using my computer one or the mic on my headset.
You sound pretty good.
Okay.
Nothing?
Alright. Be right from Tyler.
I guess technically it could be Discord, but it's probably just the microphone.
I don't know. Here. Let me see.
It's hard to say. Let's just play since I'm right next to you, and we'll get to the mic.
Does the headphone still work?
Yeah, no, I can hear you guys. I can hear you the whole time. I just couldn't. I couldn't start back at Quinn.
I'm getting an echo from Ethan.
Yeah, hold on.
It sounds like your mic's working.
It shouldn't be because I turned it off.
Then just mute you. Like, try talking. Put your mic to your face. Try talking.
Hello.
I'm hearing
back.
you. I'm hearing you from RJ's side and nothing else.
Okay.
Look, there it is. You turned it off.
Talk.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I guarantee you I'm just loud enough that I'm being picked up by Phoebes.
Phoebe, close the door all the way.
Fine.
Damn it, Phoebe.
Alright. Anyway.
Penis.
Yes.
Famous Dames.
So,
Penis team.
so moving on. You all are traveling on your way.
With the Elky boys.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and Zurgo, do you ever, like, take a moment to talk to the group along this journey, or anything like that, or are you just like a driven arrow at this point?
I'd say after probably, you said it's been about a week. I'd say probably shortly after that, at that festival. He's not gonna talk about it unprompted, but
Okay. So does someone try and nudge him about it at some point?
knowing this group, probably. Well,
Poke.
this group's actually pretty apathetic.
You need to start asking each other stuff.
Bitch, I spilled my heart out to you. Spill yours out to me. Do it.
Large, tall, green, and constipated. What are you looking for?
I think Tyler's laugh drowned out the last part of that.
I don't hear either of them talking.
He's thinking of a response. He's okay. He's
Okay, good.
he's just constipated in real life as well.
I mean, you're not wrong. Also, your toilet's broken.
I knew it.
Great.
Yeah, you need to stop inviting me over.
What if I need to pee? I have to go in there. I'm not peeing in the sink. We have learned this lesson already.
Just be on his face. He's into that.
Gross.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
This is like the 17th time we've made that joke.
That stopped saying gross.
You keep setting me up for it.
It's dad humor. You should know this.
Zurgo. Buddy.
No, sorry, I was taking a drink. Look. Walt didn't have to follow me. I'm going because Balstrad is my home.
Okay.
But you could just say that.
And you could not be a snarky asshole, but here you are.
Well, he's the only one being a snarky asshole. Why do you gotta be fucking, I don't know, weird about all this shit? Also, how the fuck do you think you're gonna save an entire town? Do you have any plans, or are you just going?
I'll figure it out.
Oh, he'll figure it out. It's like Gerald will figure it out. Except Gerald's lucky, and you don't look lucky. You look angry.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna grab my throat and throttle me.
Seriously considering it.
Please don't throttle the little man.
Spine Ripper is going to hide behind Shava.
Shava, where are you hiding behind? Shava's on a respectable horse.
Look, whether you lot approve or not, I'm not one to stand by while my hometown gets overrun by a bunch of patriarchal idiots who don't understand true combat if it hit him in the goddamn nards.
You should tell that to the lot that wiped most of you out back in
Riverbend.
Bellend. No, he's saying it wrong on purpose.
Okay.
Riverbend.
Because it looked like to me they knew quite a bit about combat, seeing as the only person who took out one was you and me.
He has a point. This is
So what, you want me to just stand by and do nothing, little man? You want to run and hide again?
We're
Well,
not saying don't do
sometimes.
anything.
Living to fight another day isn't so bad. What's the point of dying on the hill if you could retreat from that hill, come up with a better plan, and then get the hill back?
We could always, at least go there to assess the situation and see if we can't do something from there, yeah? Something
Here's the
less
thing.
death-oriented.
Giving your life for a cause is understandable and noble, but once you're dead, you're dead. And you know what would really suck? If you died and your sacrifice did absolutely nothing, and you wouldn't even know it, would you?
I second that.
Would you rather be around for that victory?
I thought you were going to say if you died by rats.
Died by a rat.
That was a different character.
I know. I thought you were just going to bring it up.
Different character, different player, different universe. Look, she got locked in the basement.
As I commented, if only they were the rats from my one shot, because those rats couldn't hit for shit. All they did was pile into each other and hit the walls.
Yeah, right. And fucking did Tom and Jerry stunts.
They had terrible rolls.
Anyway, bring it. So.
So what do you say we don't, get ourselves killed? Huh?
I like that
I don't
idea.
intend to.
What?
I don't intend to die.
Yeah, but you intend to just, what, kill everyone you see until you're done? Or like, what?
Well, given that the Tearstones seem to be a bit of a rigid class system, I had to guess unless they've got someone real important in town, they're not going to have those heavily armed fuckers like they did last time. They're going to send a bunch of grunts. And if there's one thing I am damn good at, it's taking out mooks.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they call you? The Mook Champion?
A lot of people have called me a lot of things. You'd have to talk for like an hour to cover every name I've ever been called. Some of them nice, some of them not. You get a lot of names from a lot of people.
What if I call you Green Gerald?
What do you want in your grave?
Alright.
Can it be made of bread?
Oh no, you're going to be buried far away from bread.
No, please.
I'm sorry, what?
I said no, please.
Yes.
I said no,
Now, that
please.
sounded like a yes to me.
Hey!
Hold on.
Ladies!
I'm going to use.
I should point out that Zurgo's not actually getting any closer.
Okay.
I'm going to use prestidigitation
Mm-hmm.
to. I'm going to change the color of Zurgo's shirt
Okay.
to fuchsia.
Okay.
Yep.
Done.
Okay. That happens.
Ah, take that.
Oh my god.
God, you're even worse at this than I thought.
That was rather petty there, little green.
So as you're walking, you start to smell something, and as you keep going, it smells sort of like, it smells like ashes, or something, like, not quite something burning, but something having been burned.
Again?
I'm not ready for this shit again. We just dealt with the explosive fire lady.
So, and as you get closer to the source of the smell, you see what looks like, it's not nearly as big a situation as the festival that you just got back from. It's more of it's a single building, well, a couple, but one like sort of skeleton of a house that seems to have been burned to the ground, and also what appears to be several fields that have also been burned. and you can sort of surmise that this was a farm.
I didn't do it.
Well, I've learned my lesson twice. You all could go in first. I'll stay back here and chew on tree bark.
I mean, Shava may not have done it, but we know someone else who has a penchant for burning houses down. Don't say the G word around Green Bee.
Zurgo, make a
I was waiting for you to say something.
make a survival check.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a 6.
All right. You're not. You think you're getting. I mean, you know you're getting closer to Balstrad, obviously, but you're not entirely sure how far out you are. How many days?
Can I make a survival check?
You have not been. Have you been to Balstrad?
No, he specifically said.
No,
he
I know of it, and I'm closer to it because I'm from New Therenfall.
I'll allow it, but at disadvantage.
What do you need? Oh, this? I
Um,
mean, I don't know if I can throw it.
Yeah, you can. Do it.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go!
So, disadvantage, we're at 15.
Okay. Spine Ripper. Yeah. From what you know of the area, you'd say you're probably a couple days at most outside of Balstrad.
You're what?
A couple
How many days?
You're a couple days out at most. So two at most.
All right. I think we're about 2 3/4 days.
Why is there a farm 2 3/4 days out from this town?
Because farmers are stupid.
That or someone just wanted to live all the way out here.
Alright.
People are weird like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go in like cautiously and investigate.
Some people in this world are complete freaks.
All right.
Spinripper is going to kneel down, take the dirt from the ground, and rub it on his head.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Mm, 16. I rolled a 14
Okay.
plus 2, 16.
Okay. Yeah, the house is basically a ruin. There's the walls, the roof are mostly gone. And as you're walking through the creaking floorboards and smelling the must of these ashes, you find what looks like a chest that would have been used to keep valuables. And as you sort of kick it open, half expecting it to be empty, like someone took what was in it, you find that it actually still has its contents.
What's inside?
Just
It better be bread.
it is 5 gold.
Yeah.
Anime girl.
Yeah. But it strikes you that whoever burned this place to the ground apparently did not care about collecting valuables from it.
Shava just trots up to Cass with her still on her horse. What'd you find?
Nothing?
And Spine Ripper, from your knowledge of the Tearstones, this may ring a bell.
Oh, I think I might have an idea of what's going on here. I have 2 theories. Theory number 1. The celestial gods came down, breathed fire upon this entire field, and murdered everybody because they had to take a shit. Theory number 2. The Tearstones have raised this farm because they're trying to put a dent in the enemy's supply line for food. I think either one is plausible.
Well, I mean, you did say siege earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
That would make sense then.
I don't know. I think the other theory makes just as much sense.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I'll do. This is Zurgo and Spiner fucking squinting at each other.
Do you guys have anything else you want to do here, or do you keep moving?
Yes.
Can me and Zurgo roll for squint?
Well, I heard Ethan say something.
I said, yeah, move on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can we roll for who squints better?
I honestly, legitimately have zero clue what kind of role that would be.
I mean, intimidation, duh.
Yeah, okay.
2 seconds and he's off.
Yeah, I answered my own question. If you really want to roll intimidate against each other,
Do it.
Zurgo already left.
Oh,
Lame.
You're lame.
Fuck you.
All right.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
So
fuck
you
me.
Oh.
Oh,
so you keep moving. This is not the last farm like this you see.
We just keep passing by burnout farmhouses.
A few of them, not like countless, but enough to make it a pattern rather than an isolated event.
well, seems to me like the gods might have had food poisoning. Oh, the Tearstones.
The Tearstones.
Yikes.
What?
Java's jealous.
Jesus.
A couple days later, so on about a half a day out of the city limits, make a perception check,
Who?
everyone.
What?
Unnatural 20.
Wow. Okay.
19. Yeah, 19.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you can over here.
I mean, that's just because I picked it up. So, that's all.
You got in the distance. You guys see.
21.
Anyone who rolls like a 15 or higher can see in the distance. There is a few individuals in what seems to be a formation, like sort of just marching along the road. It seems to be a patrol of some kind.
Zurgo audibly cracks his knuckles.
Wait.
What are they wearing?
You can't quite tell from this distance, but I guess the colors do look. I mean, I guess since you saw Tearstone troops previously, these do look similar in their vestments.
You're welcome.
Why don't you
That'd
guys...
be the devil's money.
Why don't you guys sit here for a moment? I'll be back in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sneak closer to try and see what they're wearing.
Okay.
I'll come with him.
All right. So make stealth checks.
I can sneak two
How
of them
many?
in.
One each.
Okay. 15 plus 8.
12 plus 9.
15 plus 8, so 23, and what was it?
12 plus 9.
Okay, 21, 23. Okay. Let me just... Yeah, okay. You managed to find foliage and other things to hide behind to mask your approach. And you're able... I mean, you're able to get close... You're able to get close enough because you don't need to get right up to them to see what they're wearing, but they are clearly Tearstone soldiers. You count...
Just soldiers?
You count 6 of sort of wearing very plain garb, as it sort of like foot soldiers. 2 that look that bear markings that indicate a higher status, and these match the ones you fought with back at Riverbend. And
Spider-Verse is gonna look to Cass and say, "All right, here's what we're gonna do."
and one priest.
One priest.
Mm.
All right. I'm gonna move ahead of that patrol and leave them a little present in the road, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. He's going to touch himself and turn invisible.
But
Okay.
before you go, need
Well,
I
he's still
remind
there.
you?
Mm.
Yeah, I said before you go, need I remind you I can make myself look exactly like any of those guys, so if you need that...
Nah, you wouldn't want to get caught in this. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to move, let's say like 25 feet ahead of their patrol,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast a glyph of warding right in the middle of the road.
All right. That'll probably. They'll probably be long gone by the time by the time you take the full hour you need to do that.
Oh, I need an hour to cast that?
Yes.
Ah, okay. All right, fine. Then, instead of moving out into the road, I'm going to...
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Huh.
You probably have conjured your animals for the day.
Yeah.
Well, no, I already have the animals. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move across the road, 20 feet across the road, beyond the road. So I'm a little on the other side.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Shatter at level 3
Okay.
on all of them, and I'm going to command the animals to charge.
All right. I'm gonna say. Okay. All of you hear a massive noise, and I think we're probably going to be rolling initiative.
Oh dear.
I mean, yeah. Don't these guys have to make their saves first?
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get into that. There's gonna be a surprise round involved.
Bless you.
Bless you.
There you go.
Yes, Ivy, Shava, Spine Ripper, and
Yeah. Love this dagger. 18 plus 3.
21. Oh, I need to roll for Ivy. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I only got a 9.
I got a modified 20.
18.
20.
Java's just kind of, turtle-ish.
Alright. Alright, Ivy got a... If it loads ever. 12 for Ivy. And now let's roll for them. Alright. Okay, so first we will resolve the spell.
Okay.
So you cast Shatter, and tell me what I need to do.
You have a 14 con save, and those that fail will take 4d8 lightning.
Alright. Alright, so that would be a Constitution save for all of these fools.
All these fools.
Yes.
You
Okay.
fool!
Step back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Okay. Fail. Success. Alright. Okay. Two of the guards and one of the stronger guys failed. Everyone else succeeded.
Okay. Let's see. Do they take half damage, or do they just
Usually,
not take it?
Yeah, half as much on a successful one. Yeah.
Okay,
Still
half
take
as
half
much.
damage.
it says so in the spell.
Okay, so that's 7 plus 8, which would be 15, and I have to roll one more of these. Plus 3. So 18? Yeah, 18.
How many d8s was that?
It's 4 d8s because I cast it at second level.
Third
level.
level. Yeah, okay.
Yes. So 18.
18.
Yep.
Let me just see it. Okay. All right. Yeah. So the two guards that failed that save are their bodies like skyrocket and the parts come off and they land dead. The others clutch their heads and are like there's ringing in their ears.
Spine Ripper looks at it. That's what I call a showmanship display.
Mm-hmm.
So they look heavily injured. The priest is wounded, and the other guys are looking. They're looking beat up. A little.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was the surprise round. Moving on, Cass, you are close by all of this, and you see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Spine Ripper, you become visible.
Oh yeah, because I used invisibility to get across the road.
Right.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Oh. Okay. Go.
How close am I to them?
You're how as far? I'd say within 60 to 50 feet.
Yeah, that's within range. Cool. All right, here we go.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yep.
17?
Is that total?
What?
Was that your?
You don't have to roll to hit.
Oh, I didn't realize you didn't have to.
So I'd like.
Throw it, it explodes, and
Hold on. 5d8. Okay, great.
Yeah, I recommend that you actually read your spells.
Is I okay?
This is just general.
I almost never use them. That's the problem. 19. 21.
21. Okay, so that's the number of hit points that it will affect.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. That's pretty simple, actually. All 4 of the remaining regular guards collapse on the ground.
Nice.
What about the priest and the elite guard?
They are still up.
Okay.
Basically,
But they're not awake.
basically 20. The way sleep works is starting with the lowest hit points. The spell affects the 21 was the number of hit points it affects. So starting with the lowest and working your way up the.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that part of it.
Yeah.
it's a trap.
So, there you have 4 sleeping guards, and that lasts. Let me just see what the rules are, and how long that lasts. While unconscious until it ends. It lasts a minute. Okay. Or
So can I
until
take? Can I still take my bonus action?
you can.
I'm gonna shoot the priest.
Wait. That's a bonus action for you.
Can I attack?
Usually attacking. Usually.
All right, then I guess I'll go hide
Okay.
because it'll do more damage anyway.
All right. Make a stealth check.
Fuck. Okay. 11 plus 9.
All right. 20. You think you're pretty hidden. The priest and the guards have gone into high alert. By the way.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
They're just walking along. A couple of guys dropped dead. The rest fell asleep.
Yep. Yep. They're having a bad time.
Like, what the fuck?
Spine Ripper. That brings us to your turn.
I am going to use Firebolt on the priest.
Of course you are. Roll for it.
Damn. Hold on. Where's my? 19 plus 6.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Where's my fucking D10s? 'Cause I need 2 of these. That's a 10 and a 1, which is an 11, and I'm going to use Fury of the Small!
Alright, for a total of...
16?
Wow, the priest looks very injured from that, and as this firebolt hits him, like, he has been just slammed with hit after hit, and he is looking very close to down, but Zurgo, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna pull out the war pick and I'm gonna bum rush the priest.
Okay, so you are further back. You are, I'm gonna say, it'll take all of your movement plus your action to get.
I forgot. As my bonus action, can I command my animals?
Oh, right. Sorry, Zurgo. We'll get to you in a moment. Well, the animals as well. Actually,
well, if they have to move, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm just commanding them to move.
I actually want to know their speeds. Can you add them to your creature thingamajig?
I already have the. I need to hold on. I need to delete this badger.
Delete
badger,
the badger.
be gone.
Delete.
How do I get rid of it?
If you click it, if you scroll down, there's a okay.
I got it.
All right.
You took too long.
Oh Jesus, the elks have 60 feet of movement.
All right, and I need to add a is it a dire wolf?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Miss. Come on. Dire wolf. Oh damn, that boy. He looks nasty.
Yeah.
How much movement speed does he have?
It should
50 feet. And the elks have 60.
Okay, they can both reach melee on this turn.
Awesome.
They can't attack, but they basically they take their action to move the rest of the way into melee with the elite guards.
Yep.
Zurgo, you with your 30 plus another 30, you will be able to make it into melee and attack next round.
Or you could move and throw something. Hit the priest. Hit the priest.
You are currently about 90 feet away.
Yeah, no, that's just shit for everything. Sure, only 30 feet, not even getting...
I'm sorry, I missed pretty much all of that.
I'm just using movement. No, I'm not dashing, just 30 feet.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I can't do anything at this distance. Go.
Wait, do you have your action surge, or that might not?
I do. That lets me take an additional action. Movement's not an action.
Right. So that would do. Okay, yeah.
So I could dash, action surge, dash, but
yeah.
Or I could dash, action surge, attack, but I don't think this is worth spending those kind of abilities.
Okay. Yeah.
30 feet. I'm not going to bother getting within melee range of them.
Yeah. Okay. So next up is the priest. He's
you
not.
better fucking heal yourself, or else you're gonna get stomped.
So he has some things that he needs to look. He's not actually. The animal's gotten melee with the elite guards. He's closer to the back of the formation.
There's still a dire wolf that can go after him.
I mean, the animals.
Or, the elk could just turn around.
Yeah. So he needs to think about what he wants to do.
All he sees is animals approaching him, and then this little green man, right?
Yep. So. Okay, that's a bonus action.
It's like, what the hell?
He is going to take his movement to move as far away from all of this as possible.
Okay.
He's not.
It'd be a real shame if someone had spell sniper.
I suppose that's true, but he will. He will take. He will do a couple buffs on himself. He will wave a hand over himself, and this sort of field shimmers into existence over him. You're not sure what it is. And then he will cure wounds on himself at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that would be 1, 2. That would be 3d8. I
hope you all get ones.
We shall see. Where is my other D8? There it is. Well, there's a 1 and a 2, and then an 8. So,
Bitch!
11 plus.
I'd like to clarify, is he moving farther away from the rest of the party or closer to us?
Farther.
Because I'm imagining, like, Spine Ripper's in the front, and here's the road, here's the animals, and he's moving back this way.
I get that. I
And
we're facing originally.
we're over here.
Okay, well, I get that now, but I never said which way it goes.
Sorry.
So.
Yeah, so he has done that. Next up is Ivy. What is she going to do?
Summon a giant elk.
I'm
I'll be disappointed if you do not do this.
I feel like she's going to save her summon a giant elk move for more dangerous combat.
Okay.
Sure.
The fact that the DM saying this, that it means there's only one.
I don't want another giant elk.
That may or may not be the translation of that.
That is the translation. Shut up.
Like every other group out there, it's just like, don't worry about them. Like, put them off to the side.
Yeah, it's whatever.
She will. Ooh.
Bees.
She will do something she might do something she hasn't done before. Wait, no, that's also a 3rd level spell. That would be.
Should do bees on the priest. Bees on the priest.
She cannot get close enough to do bees on the priest on this turn.
Bees on the. That should be a song, or at least an album. Bees on the priest.
Nice.
Weird Al's new album, Bees on the Priest.
She could do. You know what she can do? She can do Ice Knife.
Okay.
Which has a range of 60 feet. So she'll move up 60 and throw an Ice Knife. She'll hit. This will hit the. So unless you actually, I'll leave it up to you. This would hit the animals, but it would be also her best option for dealing damage this turn.
That's fine. The animals are expendable.
Okay.
They also have quite a bit of hit points.
Yeah.
So she'll throw an Ice Knife at the wounded, stronger guy.
Also kill, I don't know, one of the pink guys.
It might kill a couple of. It'll probably kill a couple sleeping guys, but there will be a couple left over. Okay. Okay, so it only chinks into the guy's armor without doing any damage, but then it explodes. So the animals all need to make dexterity saving throws, and so do he and a couple other guys.
How do sleeping guys make dexterity?
Actually, yeah, no, they automatically fail. Okay,
Wolf is fine.
He made it.
Sleeping guard uses sleep talk.
Alright, it's going to be either 10 or 5 cold damage, based on success or fail.
What's the save that we need?
Oh, sorry, it is 16.
Okay. One of the giant elks makes it, the direwolf makes it, and one does not.
Okay. Meanwhile, the...
So direwolf takes 5,
I have to
giant
get
elk
to
takes
this.
5,
So
and
he
the last
takes
giant elk takes
10. He takes 5. And 2 of the guards just die. They get ice like splats into them. Leaving 2 sleeping guards. Something about letting them lie or something. Shava.
I'm gonna. Can I get in range of the priest with Elder's Blast? Because that has ridiculous range.
What is your range?
120 feet.
Oh, you can hit him from here.
All right, I'm going for it.
Yeah, he moved.
Double blast him.
He's actually 115 feet away from you right now at your current.
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
Right now, you're a stormtrooper. Blast them.
You don't want me to be a stormtrooper right now.
Oh, actually, before you roll to attack, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Alright, it's fine. That's not fine. That's a 7.
Okay, you start to aim your spell at the priest, but then, like, inexplicably you feel like you shouldn't do that, and you have to target someone else.
Interesting. Alright, I'll attack the guard then. So, one that's awake.
Weird.
So the awake guards are the elite ones. Then there are 2 of them. One hurt more than the other.
I'll hit the one that's hurt more first.
Okay.
Do I have to roll twice actually for this? For the Eldritch Blast? I forgot.
Yeah, it's 2 attacks.
Okay. Alright, so that is a 21.
Alright, that definitely hits.
And the other one is a 22. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they both hit.
Alright, so rolling D10s.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10. 7?
Yeah, okay. So that's on the wounded one. They're both on the wounded one? Or the one
Yes.
Okay. So 7?
Unless the first one... Unless the first one was going to kill him.
It does not. It does not. He has a decent amount of health.
Okay. The other one's a 8.
8. Alright. So yeah, they both slam into him, and he looks heavily wounded from that, but still standing. Next up, the guards who are asleep do nothing. And then it's the elite ones. So, what they are going to do, the one you just slammed is going to disengage from what's going on right now.
Hold on. Did the elks get opportunity?
Well, if you disengage, no, they don't.
Okay.
That's what
That's the whole
disengaging
point
is
of
for.
disengaging. Yeah,
Sorry.
if you disengage, you spend your action to prevent attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, and,
Alright.
and then he will move away. He will move away he will start to move away, and the priest will yell at him, "Get back to camp!" And he will start to move away.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the other one will, without disengaging, move towards you, Spine Ripper.
Doesn't he have to go through an elk and a direwolf?
He is taking those opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Ballsy man.
So we've got what the fuck? To hit? Where's the
It would be down here.
Okay.
Plus
So we've got the direwolf got a 17 plus 5.
Hits.
The giant
That's gonna just so you know, the direwolf causes a strength save or be knocked prone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If this doesn't kill.
Okay, so we'll
You actually
We'll
want to
leave it at
resolve. You actually want to resolve this first, because whether or not he's prone might influence what the elks do.
the elk can do. Okay. So the direwolf is where's that? Is that
They need a 13.
DC 13 strength saving throw?
Yeah.
And he's doing 2d6 damage.
All right. He makes the saving throw, so he's not knocked prone.
Okay, but he takes 2d6 plus 3.
He's taking 5 plus 3. He's taking 8 damage from the wolf.
8 damage.
Okay.
Elk times.
Elks. So they're plus 4. So the first elk got a
Actually, plus 6 to hit.
Oh my god, it's plus 6 to hit. So the first elk got a 13 plus 6, so that's 19.
Yep.
Okay, that elk is going to obviously ram.
Yep.
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. That's a 5 and a 4, which is a 9. Plus 4 is 13.
Okay. He takes that, looking hurt.
And the final elk got a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh dear.
This will not end well for him.
On the opportunity attack. Alright, roll them d6s.
Oh fuck! The elk got 2 1s.
Oh.
So
Just give it the dice, take it the
that's 2, and then a double to 4 is 8.
and then plus 4. So
Mm.
He did
Okay.
less than the other guy.
He's funnily enough, he's now looking exactly as hurt as the other elite guard.
Awesome.
But yeah, he then will make it up to Spine Ripper and draws longsword in one hand and short sword in the other hand, and will make 2 longsword attacks and 1 short sword attack on you.
Oh shit.
That's not fair.
That's what he do. That's what he do.
What do you do?
Now the
Oh,
longsword, he's
shit.
he's sacrificing a bit of longsword damage in order to do this triple combo. And that's a 7.
That doesn't hit.
And that's a modified 20.
That hits.
Okay, that will be 10 slashing damage. And the short sword is a 16.
That hits.
Alright, for only 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright, so that's him. And he is now in your face.
Okay.
Back up to Cass.
So,
Shoot the priest.
what? Priest's got some weird shit going on. But sure, why not?
Are you gonna
I
try?
mean, honestly, do whatever you want.
Are you gonna shoot the priest?
I mean, sure, why not?
All right.
Sorry.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Bye, dice. That's a 19.
Okay, yeah, you feel like some sort of ward try to prevent you from taking aim at the priest, but you steal your mind and fight through it.
Cool. Fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a sanctuary spell.
17?
That would be a hit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't get sneak attack. Well, wait, were you hiding?
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah, then you have advantage on the attack, and you do get sneak attack. So see if you crit first of all.
Bitch, please.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay, 5. This is the first one. And then,
Make sure you don't crit. Roll another attack die to see if you crit.
what?
Like, because you had advantage.
Oh.
So we know you've hit, but there's still an outside chance.
15.
Okay, so it's just a regular hit. So,
Yeah. But it's still sneak attack.
yep.
So that was a 5.
Mm-hmm.
6. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
14. All right, he is again looking very unhappy.
Good. Fuck you.
Aww.
Alright, and then I'm gonna take the second action to hide again.
Bonus action. All right, stealth check.
+18 +9.
All right, yeah, you are hidden once more.
That's the fucking predator right now.
What?
He said you're like the predator.
Yes. Shoots and then just dissipates.
All right, Spine Ripper.
I'm going to use Nimble Escape to hide.
How does that work?
You can disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each
Okay.
of your turns.
I would take it to disengage.
You cannot hide
If
while
you
someone's in your
hide.
face.
Okay. Shows what you think.
You could get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Um,
To hide, you need to have broken line of sight.
I would
That's
disengage.
how the hide action works.
All right, then I will disengage from him.
All right, with nimble escape.
Yep.
Okay. So that's your bonus.
How far can I get?
Well, your speed's 30.
Can I double move or just single move?
You could.
If you use the dash action, then you can, but that uses up your action, so you won't be able to attack or anything.
Okay.
So if you dash, you can double move.
All right, I'll move.
Okay. What direction what general direction are you moving in?
Towards the animals.
Okay, so closer to the front of the pack, but I'm guessing not in melee with anything.
Huh? Say again?
So you're moving towards the front of the conflict, but I assume you're staying out of melee.
Out of melee.
Well, yeah, I'm out of melee. I'm just moving closer to the animals.
Yeah,
To protection.
Yeah.
He moved from the animals, so I'm gonna move to where he was.
Okay. So you're moving towards the other guard that's still fighting the animals. Wait, no. Wait.
Oh,
Wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. You're right. The animals are not currently fighting anyone. You're correct.
Yeah, because he had to move through all of them.
Yeah.
So
you move back up.
I'm gonna move to the animals. If he wants to get to me, he's gonna have to go through all of them again.
Gotcha. All right, and what else?
I'm going to cast Firebolt on the priest.
All right, make a Wisdom saving throw.
2.
Yeah, you don't feel like cooking any priests today. It's weird.
Fine, it's going straight to the guy who attacked me.
All right, do it.
What the fuck? It's 7 plus 6, 13.
13.
It's probably a no.
That's to hit.
To hit.
Yeah, no. He is able to dodge out of the way as it hits the ground, or it hits a rock behind him.
I wanted to cook priest.
All right, Zurgo, you're up.
Is that guy that attacked RJ? Is he close enough to me? To move up and attack.
He is. I will say he is. He would be about 45 feet away from you.
You're killing me, Smalls. All right.
I'm sorry. That's how it worked out.
That's fine. I can actually do something. All right, I'll move the 30 feet.
Okay.
And with 15 feet left, I'm going to throw my hand axe at him.
All right.
The hell is my dex again? I won't see how this goes. At least I don't have to put up with disadvantage. Oh. 15?
The axe actually like sticks in his armor, but it doesn't go deep enough to do any damage, unfortunately. I believe you do get extra attack with ranged attacks as well, though. With is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me double check the wording on it.
Attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Yep.
I mean, that'd be nice if I also have my other hand axe. I might have lost it. You do have my other hand axe.
Throw it.
Of course I'm throwing it. Are you kidding me? No point not to. Like, I have the ability to.
Yep, go for it.
Come on, baby. Okay, that's an 18.
Alright, yeah, that one does hit.
Okay, sweet. Let's have... 13 points of... No. 12 points of damage.
Okay, he's looking on death's door.
Sounds like somebody needs to get killed by some provoked animal attacks.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that again. Well,
actually, how come you didn't order them on your turn?
Because I used the bonus action to disengage.
Right. You did escape.
Alright, next up is the priest. And he is... What is he going to do? Let us see.
He's gonna heal himself again.
I mean...
Motherfucker.
Yeah. He's going to use his other third level spell slot to do so.
Can only heal so many times, buddy, but you gotta sleep at some point.
Let's see, that would be 10 plus 5. Okay. Alright, he's looking... a bunch of his wounds close up as I accidentally apply damage instead of healing to him again.
He dies.
Yep.
He went,
Yeah. He accidentally casts inflict wounds instead of cure wounds.
Dead.
That would be great.
That would be funny.
Dead.
That's like a nat 1 thing.
Yeah. But yeah, he is going to then use a bonus action to wave his hand and conjure a spiritual weapon over you, Spine Ripper.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
And just a bit of a flavor thing. What do you think the standard issue Tearstone spiritual weapon would look like? Like, what would Tearstone priest default to?
What would they default to?
Yeah.
It would most likely be a halberd.
Okay, so this spiritual halberd materializes above you, Spine Ripper, and will swing down at you.
Can I get out of
You can attack
the?
with it?
It's gonna,
Get out of
yeah,
the
you,
way.
Wait, holy shit.
yeah, you conjure and attack on the same turn. When you cast the spell, you make a melee spell attack against a creature. That's how it works. Yeah.
Damn.
He only rolled an 11 though.
That does not hit.
Okay, so this halberd like swings down and misses your ear and buries into the ground.
Spider-Man's gonna look at him and go, "Hey, I've seen that one before."
However, you do notice that sort of weird aura that he sort of created around himself. When he casts the spiritual weapon, it goes down and dematerializes.
Sounds like some priest cookery.
Ivy.
Hello. No, hello. This is Spawn Ripper's priest cookery. How do you want 'em? Well done.
All right, Ivy. I know exactly what Ivy's gonna do.
Bees.
Ivy is going to attempt to bees the nearly dead guard.
Bees.
Yes. She can get in range, and she will make him do a Constitution saving throw. Which he gets. I don't think he got enough. No, he did not.
Time for bees!
Time for bees. Alright, what's the damage on that? It's 2d6. Alright, this is probably going to kill him. Or, apparently... Wait. Do you have 3 health? I guess he had 3... Apparently it's going to do just enough. Alright, yeah.
As long as he's dead.
Yep, the bees swarm into him and he screams, and his screaming sounds vaguely Nicolas Cage-esque. And...
My eyes! Ah!
and he collapses.
I'm straight.
Pathetic.
Shava. There is a priest and 1 fleeing elite guard. And 2 sleeping boys.
I'm gonna go for the fleeing guy.
Priest.
Going for the
What, really?
That's up to Shava.
Oh, he said fleeing. Okay, he said fleeing. I thought he said sleeping. My bad.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like,
I can't hear him. What did he say?
Just do what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna attack the fleeing guy.
Alright. So he would be... what do you want to hit him with?
Forward blast. It's only
All right.
probably looking at him in range.
Okay, yeah. You can easily move close enough to get in range with your 120-foot range, and you can go for it.
Just imagine that Shaw was like sitting on top of her phantom horse
Yeah.
on top of a hill, just like raining downhill.
Yep.
Alright, so that's 2 d20s for hit.
Yep.
So that would be that's an 8
Okay.
plus 5, so
So that one, he veers out of the way of it.
plus 6, so 14. So
14. He still veers out of the way of it as it hits the ground.
another one,
Another one.
Another one.
Another.
modified 20. Cool.
All right, that one, he runs out of the way of the first one straight into the path of the other. All right, roll it.
It only does 4 damage though.
Okay. He takes that, grunts in pain. And then it's his turn, and the sleeping guys who do nothing, and he will just keep moving a full 60 feet away. Which means, Spine Ripper, he would be 90 feet away from you and gaining distance.
Okay, how far is the priest?
Well, it's not your turn, it's Cass's turn.
Oh,
Okay.
sup.
yeah, he's just giving reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
What you doing?
Thinking.
Alright.
Kill the priest. Kill the priest. Kill the priest.
What is it with you against priests?
I mean, I could try doing that again, but I don't know how much health he has right now.
Well, he's doesn't have his wisdom thing up, so
I guess I'm gonna do sleep again. Just like aim it directly on the priest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I might as well.
Good rolls. Good rolls.
Good rolls.
Yeah.
Did someone say good rolls?
I did.
Spine Ripper likes good rolls.
That's an 18.
He like blinks and yawns and like shakes his head and fights through it.
Shit.
You almost had him.
Am I still hidden or no?
Not if you used sleep. No.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
The other guy wasn't in range of that sleep spell.
Actually,
Yeah.
because you cast another concentration spell, I believe
It is an AoE.
Is it a concentration spell though? I'm pretty sure
I don't know. Where does it say that?
it will have a little C and a diamond next to it.
No. Fog cloud is, sleep is not.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I was gonna if it was a concentration spell, that would break the spell on the currently sleeping
No.
guys. Okay,
It's not.
all right. So no. Is there anything else you want to do?
Hey, Quinn, how far is the fleeing guard from the priest?
From the priest, about I would say 60-ish feet.
Yeah, who's up right now? It's the priest and how many guards?
The fleeing
It's
guy.
just
There's
Just the fleeing guy.
yeah, and then there are two
Yep.
sleeping guys.
I'm gonna aim at the fleeing guy.
What's your range? Oh wait, you already
80?
you already used your action to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then I guess I'll just hide.
All right. Roll it.
Is he not? Wait, is the running guy not within the thing? Is he not affected? Because sleep is an AoE.
Whoa, how big of an AoE?
It's like
It's a 20-foot radius. Even if the priest was on the very edge of that, that would be 40 feet in the direction of the fleeing guy, and he's like 60 feet away from the priest.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'll just hide.
Okay.
Hold on. 12 plus 9.
All right. You're pretty hidden. Spine Ripper.
I am going to command my giant elk to pick me up on its head,
Okay.
so I can get that height, and I'm gonna firebolt the priest.
Okay. Roll to hit.
18 plus 6.
Definitely hits.
Where's my D10s? D10. Where's the other one? Where's that? There you are.
Hidden.
God damn it! That's the second time that's fucking happened. But all right, I'll roll you again. It got the same thing. 10 damage.
10 damage. Is that with Fury of the Small? Oh wait, you right.
No,
it's
I can only use that once.
Right. That's right. All right. What are the animals doing?
The animals are gonna stick by me
Okay.
in case sleeping boys wake up. They're not gonna like what they find.
All right, Zurgo. You are. Where would you be? You were within that. You could reach the priest with your movement.
what?
Wait.
Really?
Wait. Actually,
I
no. Wait.
doubt
Sorry.
that.
That can't be.
No. Wait. You would be Never mind. No. You would be 40 feet away from you. Sorry. Wait. Wait. No. I'm sorry. I'm trying to visualize where everything was. The melee.
Zurgo's like,
Yeah.
well then, guys, time to go get that priest. Zip.
Just launches forward.
Yeah. No. The guard would have been. The guard that you're attacking moved 30 feet away from the animals. The priest moved, I guess, another 25 feet back, so he would be about 40 feet away. Okay.
Can the giant elk pick up Zurgo and throw him like a rocket?
Okay, here's a question.
Probably not.
Priest is 45 feet away.
40, but yeah.
40. That puts the fleeing guard well within range, doesn't it? Right? He's in front of the priest is in the back end?
I'm sorry, I should have visualized it better. You were coming in towards the front of everyone, is where you were. You hit the front of the formation, and the priest and the fleeing guard both were running in the same direction. So the priest is 20. The priest is like 40 feet back from you, and then on top of that, the fleeing guard is another 60 feet.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do given this information.
Okay.
I would like... let's see... The guy I threw my axes and dropped dead, didn't he?
He's dead.
Yeah, he got beezed.
Can I make the full 30 feet and pull my hand axes out as I pass him?
Sure. And he's only 15 feet away from you because you moved up 30, and then he was within 15 feet when you threw them at him.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the 15, pull the... Actually, I'm just gonna, as I'm running by, just pull the axes out, get
Sure.
to the 30. I'm just gonna chuck some axes at this priest.
Okay, yeah. You take a moment to resupply and chuck them.
Just... the first one is a 16.
Yep.
Okay. That's going to be 12 points of damage.
All right. It goes, spins in the air, and with a satisfying chunk, lands in the priest's forehead,
Oh!
and collapses to his knees and face plants.
He did.
I'll to the fleeing guard and yell, "Get back here, you unballsy coward!"
And you hear, like, soft applause from somewhere hidden in the brush.
Yeah. So the priest is dead. Ivy is going to. She can't really reach the fleeing guard.
But can a summoned elk reach the fleeing guard?
Uh-oh.
It's not worth it. We can get him on the next round.
I can reach the fleeing guard.
And how about maybe the sleeping guards? You could attack them.
What if we keep them alive and question them
I was
for
about to say, we could
information?
probably-
We only need one.
That's a bit morbid.
We only need one, though.
I mean, technically, you're accurate. But yeah, Ivy's just gonna sort of sit around. Shava, what would you? So let me. How close do you want to be to the animals at this point?
The animals?
Yeah, because the animals were sort of my benchmark for where this all started. 'Cause
I don't know. I just haven't moved since.
you haven't
This whole-
moved. Then you are nowhere near close enough to reach the fleeing guard.
I'm still on my horse though.
What's its speed?
I don't know. It's the speed of a normal horse.
That's
Check
your.
it.
That is something you should know, man.
Yeah, that is your prerogative.
Hold on. Phantom Steed. 100 feet.
Oh, that is substantially faster than a normal horse.
Says the statistics for a riding horse except for has a speed for 100 feet. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, you can absolutely ride up into the thick of things like a full 100 feet, and then he would be within range of your Eldritch Blast. He would be close to the end of it, but you could still reach him.
Yeah, I just realized, like, 100 feet, like, and this is, like, in, seconds, right? This is, like...
Oh, yeah. That's a round is 6 seconds. So that's its speed within 6 seconds of how fast it can go.
Gotta gallop fast.
Jeez.
I officially love this horse now. Alright, I'll just blast 2 of them.
Alright, so Shava rockets in on this horse.
Somebody's more motivated than usual. Just
that's
turn
a
somewhere
19.
in the brush.
That one
Just
hits.
imagine sexy ladies.
Hi.
And that...
Is it a crit?
Yes, it was!
Mm.
On a roll!
Roll your damage. And double the crit.
Yep. Just for that, I'm gonna do it separate and do this one first. That's an 8 for the non-crit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a 6 for the crit, so 12, so 20.
So how do you want to do this?
So I was just gonna run this, warp speed, full head, cast 2 Eldritch Blasts right into this guy's back, and he's just gonna explode.
And he like lifts off his feet first, like from the impact. The sheer force of these, like, your speed actually adds momentum to the Eldritch Blasts, and they rocket into him, flies up, and his limbs just pop off.
Fatality.
And now you are alone with 2 sleeping guards on the ground. And before we get into that, I need to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Be right back.
On the shit.
Hello. We're
That
talking
was
about
really
dice.
quick. Jesus Christ.
I didn't have to.
He rocket peed.
The fastest piss in the West.
So, getting back into things, you are left alone with these 2 unconscious guards.
Tie him up, boys. I'm gonna tie him up.
Yeah, time up.
I'm
I was
going
going to do a lasso.
Actually, first,
Hmm?
make sure they're in nothing but their underwear, then tie him up.
So, they're gonna wake up in, like, 30 seconds.
God damn it, alright, just tie him up.
Okay, no. I'm going to have the giant elk, the two giant elks, pick up each one individually
Okay,
off the
Why?
ground. The giant elks will restrain them.
okay. So they are
They're-
they are
dangling now. Sorry, I'd like to take their weapons away though.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
disarm, obviously.
easily done. But yeah, they are now dangling from giant elk as they come to, and they look around and say, shit."
Question mark.
And he's like, what do you bloody want?"
Oh. Spiner is going to look at Zurgo, and he's going to say, "Oi, I know it seems crazy, and I'm not quite threatening, but let me have first crack at it, and you can have second."
Joker's gonna roll his eyes and motion, go ahead.
I'm going to use words of terror
Okay.
on
Okay.
the one on the left.
So for that to work, you need to be alone with him, I believe.
Okay, well then I'll move him away
Okay.
out of sight, and I'll use words of terror on him
All right,
to
what do
make him afraid of Zurgo.
All right. What do you say? What do you say to him?
Also, there is a saving throw involved.
There
Yeah.
is. I know.
Wisdom
Okay,
DC
well,
14. Oi, remember that larger green guy you saw just now? If you
Yeah.
don't tell him what he wants to know, he's gonna rip out your entrails and skip rope with them.
All right. And he got a 6.
Ooh, shit.
So he starts to sweat as he is currently in a very vulnerable position, and he says, all right."
So the giant elk is going to walk back and slowly start inching him towards Zurgo.
He says, no, please, no, stop, what do you want to know?"
Spinner smiles. All right, he's all yours.
Right. First things first. You're gonna fill me in on this little siege going on in Balstrad.
Well, not much of a siege yet, is it? They got us waiting.
Waiting for what?
I don't know. I'm a grunt. They got think the higher ups got plans. They don't tell me anything. Just when we need to march in. We're not there
Yeah,
yet, apparently.
You haven't heard any rumors from those 2 bigger guys over there?
Not really. Something about starving them out, but I don't know why it hasn't happened yet.
Hey, while they're doing this, I'm gonna search the priest.
Okay. Looking for anything in particular?
Nope, just a general check.
Okay.
Maybe he has, like, some orders on him or something.
Huh. Interesting. Make an investigation check.
That is 16 plus 2.
Okay.
So, 18.
Yeah, you you find a couple things. You find his holy symbol, which is of a deity.
I find his what?
His holy symbol.
Oh, I'm
which,
just gonna toss that behind me.
okay. I mean,
Sabo will grab it.
okay. It is of. Well, I'll think about what god they would probably worship. Actually, yeah, no. It is a sort of three-pronged horn thing, and you can make a religion check to try and determine what god it is. But while you're doing that, Cass, you also do find a rolled up parchment, which basically it appears to be military orders, but all it basically amounts to is camp out half a day outside of the city and await further instructions.
You said religion check, right?
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, you recognize it as the symbol of Bane, who is the evil god of war and conquest.
I'm gonna pass the note to Zurgo.
Batman.
Not that Bane. But,
Also, does he have any gold on him?
I was born in the war.
gold,
Money.
yeah, he might have a little. He has 6 gold
We're
on him.
going to break you,
Yeah.
Balstrad.
But yeah, you know that Bane.
I wondered what would break first, your walls or your people.
But yeah, you know that Bane is typically worshipped by militaristic nations of humans and also goblinoids, especially hobgoblins.
So I know this.
You know this.
Alright. I just look at Spine Ripper. Hey, he's one of yours!
What? What am I? Hey, ain't one mine. I hate priests.
Yeah. And Spine Ripper, you've probably heard of Bane, but you're probably not in with the groups of goblins that tend to revere him.
Hey, I believe in no god because I worship the one true God.
Is it bread?
No, it is not bread. It is the celestial bread.
That's still bread.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna turn back to the car.
Yeah, no, I passed the note to you, by the way. The orders.
Any idea how many of you there are?
Oh, something like 50, I think, and then plus a bunch of stronger ones, a few priests. Oh yeah, and then there's the scary guy in the robes. I don't like to talk to him.
Scary guy in the robes.
Yeah, he's one of those wizard guys. He's got like tattoos on his arms.
Wait. Does he have an affinity for fire?
Yeah, I mean, he was he kind of watched while he was burning down the farms a few weeks back.
Oh, that's not good.
What is it?
I've heard about them. You don't quite see them too much. Brainwashed fanatics are here, like zombies, but with fire. Lots of fire.
Sounds like a problem.
Well, it is a problem. Just don't get too close, and don't piss them off, because they will self-immolate.
What if I kill them before they get pissed off?
Well, then you'll probably be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what we got.
Cool, let's kill him.
Oh, wait. I don't know. I mean, he's like racking his brains to give you a reason not to kill him.
I'm really like.
Let's see.
Cass is.
Go. He cries back to his bosses, and they know about us. The plan's shot. So
I'll go the other way.
Idea.
I'll go the other way.
I have an idea.
what's
Yeah.
that?
We tie him to the dire wolf, and I tell old Wolfie to run that way until he disappears.
And once the wolf disappears, what's to stop this guy from getting up and reporting to his superiors?
Strip him of his
We'll just
clothes.
have the wolf eat him.
The guy that he looks pale.
Come on, Wolfie, it's time for a snack.
I'll let you live.
Yeah.
What if we could?
You can absolutely live.
Okay. I
But,
like it so far.
Your little family's been causing some trouble. Hey, little guy, have your buddy lower him just a little.
The elk does so.
Zurgo is gonna walk over to him. Open your mouth, kid.
But my mouth.
Don't make this hard. You wanna live or not?
He will open his mouth, and he's still very terrified of you from what Spine Ripper did.
As to not spook him too quickly, I'm going to very slowly reach in. I'm going to grab his tongue and chop it off with my hand axe.
Oh
Ooh.
my god!
Okay. You hear like a gurgling scream from that, and it goes. Oh.
Now he can't cry to his superiors.
Well, he certainly won't kiss and tell.
Now, if they do find out about us, I will find you. And you're going to wish I took more than your tongue.
Oh. And you hear like a terrified noise from the other guard who you haven't talked to yet.
Yeah, what are we gonna do about this guy?
Shall we go for fun for the other guard? Is just going to create a bonfire underneath them.
No need. Oh, yeah, no, do that. Cook him first. The elk will slowly lower him into the fire.
As an example, this is what would happen
What spot?
if you
Bonfire's
managed to communicate in any other form.
Bonfire's
That's
a
what
saving
happened here
throw,
today.
right? Yeah, deck save. Yeah, no, he doesn't make that.
She was gonna say with disadvantage since he's on the fucking elk.
And
The
you
elk
could,
the elk is holding him.
I mean,
Yeah.
he failed anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it would do a minimum of 2 damage, which is his remaining health. So he screams and is no more.
So his cooked corpse will be thrown to the wolf, and the wolf will eat it.
Which it will do eagerly.
So this guy with no tongue is probably just... He's going to be in an asylum for the rest of his life. in the
Probably.
corner.
Probably.
Zurgo's just lean in.
And and Gerald's not even here.
A word, you hear?
He it points to his mouth and shrugs.
You can write, can't you?
Oh yeah, he can rot. Might as well take his
He hugs his arms close to his chest.
I don't want to hear a single written word out of you. Now you hightail it.
He
and,
nods
go
vigorously.
Go start a family or some shit.
He nods vigorously.
All right, put him down. Just let him run with his tail between his legs.
The elk will put him down.
And like a bullet, he will take off in the opposite direction that the other guard had fled. And he will
Well, Strava's going to use her horse to chase him down for a little bit.
I almost would have felt better just killing him. Jesus.
I'm tempted to
Y'all are fucking dark.
I'm tempted to give him a Constitution saving throw to see if he has a heart attack from that.
Reference to this is probably the only time I'll play Zurgo anything close to evil
Okay.
in the circumstances. So
I think it's just.
Yeah, no, the circumstances count.
I
You're
think it's
fine.
justified.
None of us.
Rest of y'all. I can't speak.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of you might be a little uncomfortable with this. Not all of you, obviously, but
Strava's
I
having a great
am,
time.
but given the circumstances, I'm willing and ready to forgive him for it.
okay,
Strava's having a great old time.
There's a psychotic prankster with no morals.
that's true. Ivy might be a little shaken, but
She's probably like off vomiting in the bush or something.
but we'll leave that to Rebecca when she gets back.
Yeah.
We'll fill her in.
Hey Rebecca, we cut out a man's tongue in front of you. How do you react?
Yeah, but we just type it down. I mean, she's looking.
I mean, that would
fine.
bring things to a bit of a halt. But we'll just say that she's quiet about it right now, and not really commenting.
Yeah, let her work.
Alright.
All right. By the way, Zurgo, there's a certain thing about going back to Balstrad that I don't know if it has occurred to you and or Zurgo, but I wanted to make sure you have it at least in mind.
You mean that little tidbit I had in my backstory?
Yeah, something about that.
Yeah. No, I've completely remembered it.
Okay. All right.
Zurgo many things, proud being one of them, and circumstances or not, he doesn't like
all right.
the idea of a bunch of assholes like the Tearstones trying to take over the place that made him who he is.
Cool. No, just wanted to make sure. Just want to make sure you remembered. All right.
Oh, I did.
Mm. So, what do you do?
Spinripper's gonna...
Marshawn.
Well, Spinripper's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
All right.
Just first level.
Java, with her newfound need for speed, is going to run around in circles on her horse.
I mean, you've been this fast for days now.
I know, but I've been with everyone else now.
That's true.
I never actually cranked it to 11 on this horse.
Yeah, it's like getting a new car.
Exactly.
Zip zop zoobity bop. Let's go.
Yeah, you're feeling a lot of wind as you rush around on this horse.
Yeah. Java has
ready to march for
found out that she's a speed demon.
Fucking weirdos running around crazy.
Spinripper is going to jump off the elk and onto Zurgo's shoulder.
Okay.
Is this the new Shava to Gerald? Spiner for the Zurgo.
Get down now.
Oh man, your green matches so closely that I might as well think you two Zurgo grew a tumor or something. And it has a head.
We could get he's like standing on top of you. We could get a big robe and all could be the head.
I'm going to very slowly pick up Spinripper and put him on the ground.
You thought it was just a regular man, but it was really two green boys in a trench coat.
I actually read a campaign where the dude's character was 4 gnomes in a trench coat, and not even the DM knew.
That's great.
Even though the guy specifically said that his arms were very short.
That's hilarious.
I mean, they eventually figured it out, but the fact that he didn't even clear with the DM.
Sure.
Oh, beautiful. Anyway, I'm ready to keep marching.
Onwards.
In fact, I already am.
All right.
Zurgo's already marching.
Heading towards Balstrad?
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
With caution, considering the pyromaniac we've been told about.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
Not you!
Yeah.
Oh,
You're our pyromaniac. We like you.
Spinripper might know more about that.
He also might just talk about bread for an hour.
That too.
So on the way, we'll say, hey. You know anything else about these pyros?
I mean, other than the fact that they're fanatical and they tend to be put in, well, not charge, but more as observers. Usually for people that Lord Tearstone doesn't like. At least that's what I heard. Because if they do something that Lord Tearstone doesn't like, well, they light you on fire. And they'll keep lighting you on fire. Then they'll keep lighting you on fire. And then they'll light the ashes on fire. And then they'll light the floor on fire. And then they'll light themselves on fire.
Why do they like to light themselves on fire so much?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask them that.
I don't think that's what I'm going to be asking them.
I'm not worried about the ladies. The Assassin's Squad ladies.
Yeah,
So I was going to perk up.
Well, with our luck, they won't be.
He's gonna kind of whisper to Zurgo, "What's with her and ladies?"
She's gay.
He wants to bang all of them.
Why would you want to do that?
You'd have to ask her.
Eh.
You should see some of the ritual shit she did.
As he says that, he pulls out a small piece of bread from his pack and starts ripping it to pieces and throwing it up in the air like confetti.
Have you ever tried eating bread?
He'll look at you with a look that says that's sacrilege. How dare you even mention something like that?
Is it against, like, your moral code to eat bread?
Bread should be worshipped.
I think you're elk eating the bread.
I doubt you're worshipping it by ripping it into little pieces like
I
that.
am spreading the bread amongst the cosmos where it belongs.
I think you're elk eating the bread.
he looks at the elk. No! Stompies! Stompies, no!
The elk like looks up at you.
That's for the bread god. You can eat the corpse of man meat.
I don't think they're carnivores, little dude. They could eat the grass on the side of the road. But
Probably
even
eat a tree.
eat, they only last for a day.
Eh?
The giant elk could probably eat a tree.
A little more back on subject, so this doesn't go too far into goddamn bread.
Mhm.
Does Lord Tearstone usually send one of these guys to any given location?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
What's the most you've ever heard of?
The most I've ever heard of? Well, that would be the city council. I don't remember the city because it doesn't exist anymore. I didn't even hear the name. Well, I think it had a name, but it's ashes now. Because I think it was 10 city council members. It might have been 10, 12, 15, 20, some number. They all got burned alive with the city. And it's gone now. All of it.
Shit. The entire city just burned to the ground. That's depressing.
Now,
Job's gonna contemplate how she can do that.
now, Spine Ripper, you know that, of course, Lord Tearstone prefers to conquer cities when possible, but that isn't available to him as a last resort.
Well, the main thing is that Spine Ripper knows some rumors and some truths.
Gotcha.
So that can be a rumor
All
because
right.
some of it, well, no, not even Gerald will know. So some of what Spine Ripper knows is truth, and some is tall tales.
Gotcha.
So, because the Tearstones are made out by people that don't know them to be boogeymen, essentially.
Right.
Well, I guess we'll see how many he's sent.
Well, I guess so.
Shava, get your water thing ready.
Java's just gonna pull up from her pack. Got it.
Good. Keep it handy.
Hi there!
What?
There's a poof as a small familiar form appears on Spine Ripper's shoulder.
Oh no.
No! Spine Ripper's going to run around in circles. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away!
I have good news.
What news?
I finally got one of my superiors to look into this case. He should be on his way now.
You what?
And then
Java's gonna take a battle-ready stance.
there's a little swirling portal that opens and a taller devil steps through. He has some spectacles on and like a piece of paper.
Is he still really tiny though?
No, this one is medium sized.
Oh, okay.
And it says
5-6 feet.
and he says, "For God's sake, Anthrax, what did you call me here for?" And the imp says, "The goblin I told you about that I got him to make a deal. Got him to make a deal with. I mean, he's I haven't been able to get him to choose, seeing as, the complication happened with the demons, but I figured you would know a way out of it, right? And the taller devil sighs and says, oh, all right, show me, tell me what, and he looks at Spine Ripper, he looks down at you and says, tell me what the full details of what happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know who he is. I don't know who you are. I don't know who any of these people are.
I think he was drunk when he made the deal with me.
I lost my memory. Who are you?
My name.
Oh, can I roll deception for that?
Oh, sure. Oh, you're just straight up lying to him.
I got a 2 + 9.
Okay,
Still an 11. Not awful.
let me roll his insight. What is his insight? Wisdom. Wait, oh, he does have insight. Okay, he's like, please, you gotta remember me. I'm like, then he squints. Wait, are you just screwing with me?
Oh no, I'll never screw with you, and I don't know who you are.
And he claps his hands to his to his face and says, "You see what I'm dealing with here?"
What did you say?
He says to his superior, "You see what I'm dealing with here?" And
he looks at the bigger devil. I'm mentally handicapped. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not myself. Someone had taken control of my mind.
it's fine. The contract should still be binding. Right, competing contracts shouldn't present a problem as long as you include the standard issue exclusivity clause as described in the Pact Primeval. There should be no problem. And then there's like a silence, and he says, "You did remember the exclusivity clause, right?"
It's fine, Ripper. No, he didn't.
And Anthrax goes, and he like snaps his fingers, and the contract appears in his hands, and he like scans over it, looking. I think it's no, that's not it. And the other devil just completely face palms.
What's this about a ton of bread in here?
And he says, "Look, if I'll look into it. I can't promise I will look into it quickly, or it will be high on my priority list." He says, looking Spine Ripper up and down. He says, "Just, I don't know. This isn't worth my time." And the portal reopens and he steps through.
Spine Ripper. Ha! See that, Anthrax? Not worth his time, which means I'm still off scot-free.
Anthrax looks like devastated. "I'm never gonna get promoted at this rate."
Yeah, and you're gonna be stuck with me. I mean, I'm gonna be stuck with you. Shit.
And he says, "You'll hear from me later," and he just vanishes.
Take that. See, I'm too smart for devils and demons. I played them both. Like taking candy from Brett.
Oh my god. Brett doesn't even eat candy! What are you?
So I was going to be a bit shell-shocked at like how dumb these devils are. From what she knows of how they're supposed to be.
Well, you do know that imps are like the lowest ranked devils. So
He's gonna look at Cass. Hey, you show me ace.
I mean, you could just walk behind me.
Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to say. Hold on. Show me
What?
Shit, that's not it. Show me your
Getting desperate.
breast. No.
And this I imagine this continues for a while as you're
Spine Ripper falls to his knees. Damn you, demonic speech impediment!
The rest of the travel passes without incident. Thankfully, well, like mercifully.
It's a goddamn adventure right there.
Yeah. But you come to the point where Balstrad is in sight, and you've seen Riverbend, which is a decent-sized town. Balstrad is a city. Riverbend had like a fence, like a wooden fence surrounding it. Balstrad is has walls, like proper walls, around a massive. It's a big city, like one with a proper population and such. But the gate appears to be up at the moment, although there are a couple guards just stationed in front.
Spine Ripper's gonna nudge Zurgo in the knee. Well, I will say what. It ain't a sand dune. It looks pretty nice. I guess I was wrong. You do have an awesome town. Do they have bread?
Probably.
Good.
So how do we get in?
You knock on the front door. Or, I have an idea. We take both of the giant elks, we stack them on top of each other, and climb right up.
Just stop. Just.
The silliness has
more
gone too far.
asking Zurgo than just anyone.
Let me see what I can do. And he's gonna walk over to the guards.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Let me do something. Okay. So you approach them and they say, what brings you to Balstrad?
Just visit. Personal business.
One of them sort of squints and says, "You sound familiar. Do I know you?"
I lived here a while ago. I set out for various reasons.
Wait, I know you.
Wait.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Let me check what that is. Okay, it's a good roll. Let's see if the bonus backs it up. Deception. Okay, so 17.
Okay. He sort of scratches his head and he seems like he wants to say something but doesn't. And he says, "Very well. How long do you think you're going to stay?"
Not sure at present moment.
He nods.
It's a complicated matter.
All right. And are you alone?
No, I've got those four. And he's just gonna motion over his shoulder.
Okay.
Spine Ripper waving on top of a giant elk. Hi.
All right. The giant animals are not welcome within city limits.
I figured. He's gonna turn around. Oi, you gotta make those two disappear.
I mean, they'll disappear on their own.
You gotta leave them out here.
Alright, he gets off. Well, Stompy and Wolfie. Well, Stompies. Go eat all the grass to your heart's content. And you, he looks at the wolf, find some manlets. Eat them.
The wolf looks at the guards for a moment.
No, not those manlets.
Manlet's like the one we fought before. The ones we fought before.
The manlets that look like the ones that the one that you ate. Find those manlets. Eat them.
He growls in acknowledgement, and they will head off.
Expose shovel just to sell her horse.
The horse is welcome.
The horse is welcome. Shovel's gonna stay on that damn horse.
I mean, horses are horses are normal in a city like this. Some
Sexual horses.
magic.
They're horses. Whatever.
They're horses.
Yeah.
It's just see-through. It's fine.
Very well. Five visitors to Balstrad. Welcome, and I'm sorry about the food situation.
Oh yeah.
Situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel refilling my water.
Speaking of which, it took care of a little bit of your problem.
Does that mean that
We're
you don't
gonna
have...
see what we can do about that, but I need to talk to some people first.
He nods. And
Does
then
that mean you don't have brain?
Just shut up about the brain.
Alright.
you do sound familiar, but maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me.
I mean, I lived here. You might have bumped into me once.
That's possible. And they will wave you on through.
So Zurgo, where are we going now?
Zurgo's going to point to a massive coliseum near the center of town.
Okay,
Right there.
you can't really see it upon entering, just because it's streets and buildings and stuff. But
I figured there was like a corner sticking out.
You could point at the general direction.
yeah, you can.
I'm sure you know where it is.
There is maybe you can see a tiny bit of it at distance because it is massive.
Headed.
And you notice as you examine the city for the first time, it seems pretty standard city folk. You do notice some people sitting on the streets that seem to be just begging for coin, which seems pretty standard. Zurgo, there's maybe a little more than you remember from last time.
Is anyone staring at the 4-foot elf on the ghostly horse or the 3-foot goblin?
You get a few confused glances, but not too much.
Okay. So as we pass them, after we've gone a little bit past them, Zurgo's gonna. How many beggars are there? Like rough estimate, just on the way.
You can't. What do you remember being like normal when you left?
There wasn't a whole lot of beggars, mostly ones who would sit outside the walls, not in the city itself.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that, at least, like, there were poor people, but most people didn't want to stoop to begging. I'd have to say that you found, like, on average, you might see 10 beggars around the city at any given time. Most were too wrapped up in their own pride to
Okay,
beg for it.
there are maybe 15-ish.
All right, as we pass them, Zurgo's going to quietly slip 1 gold to each of them.
Okay. All right.
As a little.
You can easily do that.
No problem. All right, fantastic.
So we're going to a coliseum?
Yeah. It's my old work.
And how do you expect people from a coliseum to help out with something rather political and or militaristic in nature?
Well, let's see. You want to talk about fending off an army of terribly advanced soldiers who are familiar with war. I think your best bet for finding people who are very familiar with fighting are the ones who fight for a living.
Okay. I'm not the expert in this place, so...
Besides, most of the guards in this city participate anyway.
Okay.
In their off time, obviously, but...
All right. You make your way towards the Colosseum. Just another question about the how the city operates, Ethan. How often does the Colosseum have events, and like what kind of things are there? We talking like
So, There's events around the clock. It's usually fairly small events. There's like small ones like test your strength where people are invited in against some like low level monster or small conjured elementals. And the actual gladiatorial battles between actual members of the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
And then once in a while you get like headline debuts or championship bouts. Maybe like twice a month you'll get a championship bout.
Twice a month. And does it ever do stuff like big tournaments or anything that you know of?
Yeah, it does. Not super often, but
on
about
occasion.
Like once a month. Once a month they'll throw an entire tournament, and whoever gets to the top is guaranteed the next title.
Cool. Yeah. So right now it's pretty quiet. As you approach, there's like a big archway that leads into the seats. It's open seating unless there is a big event going on, so people can filter in and out as they wish. You see, appears to be a fighter down in the pit fighting what appears to be a rust monster, and some of the crowd is sort of jeering and laughing as some of his armor gets rusted off.
Spine Ripper is going to look for a snack concession stand.
Okay. You find one. The person running it, it appears that the only food they have is a weird, sort of bland crackery looking thing.
Spine Ripper looks at it. It's 8.
And he says, alright, that'll just be one gold.
1 gold for that.
You understand, we have to make do with what we have in the current times. We don't really have... Food is a bit limited at the moment.
Spine Ripper will walk over to Zurgo. Hey, can I borrow a gold piece? I don't have one.
You just have one of mine, little buddy.
No, it's fine. I'll front him.
Thank you. He'll walk over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fine. Give me that weird shit.
Yep, he hands it to you. I hope this situation gets resolved soon so we can stop eating this conjured stuff.
Conjured stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try. He's going to try and take a bite out of it.
Yeah, it is food. It's it's like it fulfills the purpose of it appears to be filling, but it's very bland and sort of tasteless.
Spine Ripper will look at it and just go, "Ugh, this tastes horrible."
He says, "That's what we have. Unfortunately, we are limited. Are you new to the city?"
We literally do the same thing.
Shush. I need to focus. I need to make this taste better. I'm going to use prestidigitation to make it taste like fried rat.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that. I mean, I guess for you that enhances the flavor, and you're
Spine Ripper takes a bite. Oh, just like Mom used to make.
He sort of looks at you weirdly, and he says, "Are you new to the city?"
Yeah, I've never been here before. I thought you were all a bunch of sand people. Guess not.
Well, we're not. But yeah, no. Essentially, since we've been cut off from most outside food, most of what you'll find in the city at the moment, most of what you'll find at the moment is our priests, the priests of the city, have been supplying the food with the create food and water spell.
I'll see.
So,
well, I think I'll be fine as long as I can make it taste like fried rat.
What you do with the food, do as you will with the food. It is no business of mine. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Fine. And I shall. You're hurting the food. Fine. Then I will be. No, never mind. Fine. Then I will be put it up my butt. You've done the Balstrad. It crashes. What happened, food vendor?
It crashes!
No, the harvestal. It burns. The harvestal bring joy happy to Balstrad.
The harvestal.
If it crashes, I will starve.
I will be starvation.
Oh god.
I need chemo. I have cancer.
So, all right, you're able to procure food.
As he walks back. He kind of walks up to Zurgo, offers him like a corner of it. You want some?
I'm alright, thanks.
All right. Goes up to Cass. Want some?
What did you say you made it taste like?
You don't know,
Wait, I saw you cast something.
but you don't know. You didn't hear him. You weren't
That's what
there.
I'm asking him.
Saw, and she's asking him. Character.
What did you do to it?
I made it taste better.
Tastes like what?
My mom's home cooking. Hey, try it, boy.
Which is what?
Hey, my mom is a good cook.
I'm not saying she's bad, I just want to know what it tastes like.
Come on, try it. You'll like it.
Doubt. Fine, I'll take it.
Press X to doubt.
X to doubt.
You taste the. I mean, I don't really know what fried rat tastes like, but that's what you're tasting right now.
I probably have like vague memories of having to eat it when I, lived
Fair.
on the streets. So
Yeah, fair enough.
it's like I make this face like, ugh, bad memories, not like ugh, horrible taste.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned on your way to the Colosseum. This is retroactive. You did notice a few odd glances thrown Zurgo's way from townsfolk.
I'm gonna
Just-
elbow him. Why are they looking at you like that?
They'll shoot anyone a weird look these days.
What?
I couldn't tell you how half these people work. They're where I grew up, but I still couldn't explain half of them to you.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do? Or what?
I'm going to find the nearest employee of the Coliseum.
Okay.
Hey, it's Gal.
Are you specifically looking for someone you recognize or what?
No, just anyone who I know works at the Coliseum.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to flag someone down.
Hey, you know if Gallen's in?
Yeah, he should be. And he waves a hand in some of the buildings nearby, built to support the sort of the booth of where someone would oversee things from. Do you have business with him?
Yeah, I need to speak with him about something confidential.
All right. He should be free at the moment. You can, and he just waves up towards it and says, "Knock yourself out."
Thanks. Enjoy this. He looks down at the arena. That's not even a fight.
And you see the guy has managed to kill the rust monster, but is now
You guys managed to what?
he's killed the rust monster, which for the record, the rust monster looks like an overgrown cockroach.
Oh!
Yeah, but he now is in very little clothing, as his armor has been rusted away, and the crowd is laughing.
Well, at least he got there. The poor bastard who didn't defeat a rust monster last time never left it down. And I'm gonna start making my way to the booth.
Okay. You do so. You can knock on the door, and a moment
Absolutely.
a moment passes, and it opens, and Galland Orin opens the door. He, as you remember him, he is a bronze dragonborn in pretty simple robes, nothing too fancy. And he looks up and says, "Yes, what is it?" And he looks up and says, and he blinks for a moment and says, "Zurgo Stonehide, what the hell are you doing here?"
Hey, Galland. Couple of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, come in. He waves you in.
I've got a few companions with me, if you couldn't tell.
He looks out and says, "Yeah, so you do. Taking up the adventuring trade, have we?"
You do what you need to.
Understandable. Well, if it brought you back to the city, it's got to be something serious. So.
Yeah, I'm actually here about the shortages.
Yeah. We're in a bit of a. We've seen better days, that's for sure.
How much do you know about them? Like, what's causing them?
I know there's a. I mean, this isn't really information made available to the general public, but I know there's a small army camped outside, probably more on the way. Don't know when they're gonna get here or what their plans are. I'm not part of the military officially, but I know they're from up north, and they're the reason we're stuck eating. And he holds up one of those crackers from that you saw from the stall. That's why we're stuck eating this crap.
Spinripper looks at him. Oi,
You're not.
what's your favorite?
You're
I'm
you're
not there?
yeah. I mean, unless Zurgo specifically went with the rest of you, I assumed he was going up alone.
Are we not there?
That's up to Ethan.
I was gonna say we didn't follow him. He's just there by himself.
Yeah, nobody said they were following. I said where I was going. I left up to everyone else whether or not.
No, I was following. I was staying near Zurgo.
Okay,
So-
I mean, I guess it's up to Zurgo whether or not he allowed that. I assumed he wanted privacy, but it's up to you.
He's mostly fine with it at this point. It's cards on the table time.
Okay.
Anyway, hey,
If anyone else wanted to retcon, but if Cass and Shava are hanging back to do Cass and Shava things, that's fine.
what's your favorite flavor, Dragon Man?
He thinks about it. I mean, steak, I guess. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I'm going to make the crap food taste like steak.
Okay. He says, he squints at you and says, "Yeah, just do something magic."
Oh, indeed. Take a ball.
He takes a bite. And
Zurgo's watching Spinripper closely.
says, "Oh, that's not a bad trick."
Yeah, I would have made it taste like fried rat myself, but everybody's got a preference.
This really isn't the time for it.
So yeah, I mean, you basically know our situation now.
Oh, I know a little more than that.
Well, I have a question. Where's your local government building in this city?
I need to look at the map that I automatically generated today with one of the.
Okay.
My computer cooperates. He will. I will say for the time being, he'll indicate where it is. Wait, I think I got it. Okay, administration. It's actually it's right next to the Colosseum. Most of the important stuff is. The actual castle is on the outskirts of town, but the sort of where the council meets to discuss things is right, and he sort of indicates next to the Colosseum.
No, good. I like eating fried rats, but if you know what I mean, we might have to fry some rats ourselves.
He says I'm not actually, but whatever.
I've got a little extra intel for you.
All right. I'm not
Stop.
sure. I'm not sure. I'll bring it up to the council, of course.
Well, I'd rather not approach all of them if you catch my drift.
Understandable.
Spinripper jumps up and crosses his arms. No. You don't want to report anything to the council right now. Not until you fry the rats.
We're getting there, little man.
Wait, is Cass there?
Is she?
I don't know. Phoebe never said.
Phoebe?
What?
Or did
No,
Cat?
that was just a side comment. That wasn't cast.
Okay. That
Okay.
was out of character. Yeah, he says, not sure what your little friend is talking about, honestly.
Look,
I'm trying to say there's a mole.
of course there's moles. Tearstones are going to pay off somebody, or multiple people, most likely the high officials. Someone's going to cave. They always do. They work their way from the inside, and they also work their way from the outside.
And when were you going to mention that?
I guess when my mind saw it as factually relevant.
You know these people?
Well, I don't know them personally. Well, I know their eldest son personally. I wish I didn't.
Just. Galen, did you ever hear of the Tearstone family?
Yeah, ain't those fellows up north in New Therenfall?
Yeah, well, now they're outside your walls.
Ah, got it.
Seems Lord Tearstone fancies taking over the city.
Well, I mean, if he's got the means to do it, I don't, and he's the type to try that sort of thing. It makes sense. Where it's the biggest city in the area for quite a while. Probably New Therenfall's the next closest one that's this size.
Probably. My point is, you might want to put a little halt to Coliseum events and keep the fighters in peak shape. Probably going to have to assist the military.
Understood. I'll bring it up to the council and see what they think.
No. You can't bring anything up into the council. We have to find the rats.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well...
He's got a...
If you give them a hint that you know something that they don't, they'll know that something's up.
Well, then I can't very well go behind their backs either, can I?
But that's where we come in. We're going to do some digging.
So he says, all right, that's good. That would be helpful.
I have another question. Where does your city take confiscated items?
He thinks about it, and I think about it. Tell you, I'll phone a friend. Zurgo, where do you think they would take confiscated items?
He looks down. Probably the militia headquarters about 3 miles down the road. It's usually where they take those kind of things.
Yep, that checks out. Yeah, he nods.
Why? What are you after?
Well, I've got a plan.
Okay.
You want to fill us in?
You want to hear it?
Well, at least I'd like to hear it.
Okay, so my plan starts as
he like reflexively goes into a fighting stance.
He waves his hand. No, don't worry about it. And he's just gonna slowly just place Spine Ripper outside the door and close it. He's got issues.
All right.
Mostly harmless.
I'll take your word for it. Weird for a
Point is,
goblin.
I'm just extensively weird, but I just wanted to tell you maybe cut down on events for now, and my compatriots and I are going to look into this more, and hopefully we can deal with the Tearstones before they lay a full-on siege. But
He nods and understood. I'll see what I can do. I'll cut back as much as I can without raising suspicion, and I'll do you a favor and not let the rest of the council know that you're back. They probably
not happy.
would not be happy to find out that you've broken your exile.
No. Do me a favor. Don't. If you see him, don't tell my father either.
He thinks about. He like takes a moment, nods, and says, "As you wish." I tell you, it is good to see you again, even if the circumstances could be better.
They could be a lot better, but we'll see how this goes.
Suppose we will.
If I survive, I'll probably win, but for now, we've got work to do. You take care of yourself, Galland. I've got to get to work.
You as well, Zurgo. Something tells me you're gonna need it more than me.
Probably. He's gonna open the door, just pick up Spine Ripper.
Like a sack of potatoes.
Spine Ripper's just going.
He's gonna take a minute to go find probably Cass. I'm assuming Shava is at least mildly nearby.
I mean, are you guys still like watching the stuff in the arena?
Yeah, I've just kind of been like spacing out.
All right.
Yeah, as you're standing there, Zurgo comes back with.
Oh god, this again?
Some of the spectators are like, just scooching away, like making a wide berth.
Nothing to worry about, folks. We've got him under contained. Just enjoy the fight.
It's a medical condition, I swear.
He's our special needs goblin. Stop judging him.
I was going to start cursing at Spine Ripper and Primordial.
Which Spine
Would
Ripper,
you stop that?
which he doesn't understand.
Spine Ripper replies an abyssal "no you."
Cass is just muttering in deep speech like, what the fuck is going on?
Come on, we've got work to do.
After you get out of the Coliseum, Spine Ripper blinks. Oh, I'm back. What happened?
You had another one.
I was going to start cursing at him in Primordials.
There's a little poof, and this time Jeff appears on your shoulder.
No. Oh no.
And he like chuckles himself and says, "Heh, I think that one went well for me." Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Just feel like little Anthrax is gonna be having a headache for a few hours.
What did you do?
We were just fighting, like we do.
Oh, that's what that was.
Do you have to do it inside of his body? Couldn't you do it elsewhere?
Look, next time someone makes a binding contract that binds his soul to both of your bodies, you tell me if you know a better solution.
You could just do it outside of his body. I mean, you're obviously capable of appearing outside of his body.
Yeah, this is more fun.
Can...
And he chuckles to himself. Exclusivity clause.
I'm gonna flick him.
Anyway, Spine Ripper shakes his head. Alright, First off,
and he disappears.
first off, put me down.
I'll set him down.
All right, gather round, folks. We've got a plan.
You mean you've got a plan and you're gonna tell us?
Yeah, we've got a plan. But whatever. So, here's what we need to do. I know that there is a 90% chance there is a rat in this city. Maybe two, probably one. So, how many council members are there?
6.
6. All right. 1 out of 6 of them is most definitely a caving, conniving rat. We just need to find out which one.
So you're saying there's people, like, on the inside of this siege job?
Somebody's been paid off by the Tearstones.
Well, of course somebody's been paid off. Do you think a small camp of Tearstone soldiers will be able to do all that without any information?
True. Small camp, city this big. Numbers don't just add up.
Here's the second thing. We need to find... Well, we already know where it is, because he knows where it is. We need to go down to the militia headquarters. We need to search through the confiscated items of the soldiers. Preferably the higher ones. They are the ones that will have the orders. Or we could go to the camp, find the guy with the highest rank, kill him, steal his orders, and find out what he might know.
Sounds easier to go do the first thing.
Well, I could lead you guys to the militia headquarters and then demote us to Cass and Ripper. The two of you would probably have to sneak in yourselves. I can distract a little bit, but not much.
That I can handle.
Yeah, wouldn't be a big deal for me.
And Shava, currently your orders are to not set anything on fire yet.
The other thing we should probably look out for...
Wait, what did you say? What was about me?
Don't set anything on fire yet, is what he said.
Oh, okay.
The other thing we should probably look for in that confiscation file is wanted posters of us.
Of us?
I think they've got our faces already.
I don't know about that. Maybe a description, but I know that cunt Lord Lawrence is definitely mad at all of us.
Yeah.
And in case you are wondering, he's Lord Tearstone's son,
Yeah, I kind of put 2 and 2 together.
and he actually cares about that one. Don't know why.
Because he's a bigger cunt.
Well, I mean, I'm not entirely concerned about wanted posters, but I'll look for all of your sake.
Prioritize any orders first off. Worry about wanted posters later.
Yeah.
The wanted posters can work to our advantage.
How so?
Well, Tearstones are always trained to go after priority targets, and if we find out that we're priority targets...
We're going to be more important than this siege.
Well, yeah.
That's actually kind of smart.
See? I can think sometime. Now where's the bread?
We'll get you some bread just for being a good planning boy.
Might take a bit given that those crops have been burned, but we'll figure something out.
Wait. Are you telling me that the reason why there's no bread in this city is because of Tearstones?
Exactly.
Ooh.
I think that's a trigger word. I think you just hit a trigger word.
Ooh.
Yeah, you did. We're all fucked.
Get him angry at the enemy.
Do it for bread, Green Bee. Do it for bread.
Let's Yo, Spymer, let's get this bread.
Let's get this bread.
It's funny because it's literal.
So we make our way to the place?
Yeah,
All right.
You can lead him straight to the militia HQ.
All right, and as you make your way to the militia headquarters with new direction and more more of an idea of what you're dealing with, we're gonna stop there for tonight
Okay.
because I need time to figure out what you're going to find there.
Well, that's a legit concern.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically.
Spine Ripper is correct.
Well, yeah, I need to think about whether or not he's correct, and also it'll be useful to know who all of the members of the council are. Ethan, if you have specifics in mind for that.
I'm sure you can.
I have some ideas. I can send them over to you.
Okay, thanks.
You
And
also have that. You also have that name list.
Oh
that
yeah,
I gave you.
yeah. Well, we'll see what Ethan gives me, and then I'll supplement with that.
Yeah. Well, it's just a backup.
Yeah.
It's
But
always
yeah.
good to have a name.
What?
Well, I said it's always good to have a name list.
Yep.
Yeah.
And next week, though, we'll be back in Water Derp. And yes.
It's time for Edge. Wait, are you going to be around next weekend?
Yeah, I'll be here
Time for Edge.
on Saturday.
Time for Edge.
All right.